We're here on the New Zealand Yen 15-minute time frame, and this is a complex pullback that is set up, and I'm currently risking here 13 pips for 28. And what I'm just going to do is delete everything off and do the high time frame analysis. We'll start off on the dailies as usual. So if I put a structure level on here, you can see we've had this area tested multiple times. Yesterday we had a very bullish candle here, so I am expecting price to come up to the tops of the structure level just here. If we drop down to the 240 time frame, and you can see pretty much we've just been having a bullish run here. We have just violated this level of structure just here, and we are coming back into it right now. Let's drop down to the 60-minute time frame. And you can see right here, this was actually a new structure high. So the market has been moving quite nicely in an uptrend. We did make a new structure high. So pretty much anywhere in this outside return here, we can look for long opportunities. If we do drop down to the 15-minute time frame, though, we'll be able to see that complex pullback. And also complex pullback is that when we're in trend, we pretty much have an AB equals CD move, and it looks like we're actually having a rotation, but we are not. Now, for me to work complex pullbacks, I need a couple of things. It has to be an AB equals CD pattern, and as you can see, we've actually come down into that zone. I need some fib confluence, and the fibs I need are very specific. I need a 1618 inversion to be tested. And I am just going to remove all the other fibs just to keep this nice and clear so that we can see. I'm going to fatten that up a little bit. So there's the 1618. I also need a 1414, and it needs to be very close to the 1618. And as you can see, I'll just move it out to the side a little bit. We have that 1414 to the pip within the same area. We also have the RSI confirmation, so we went oversold at 12. And we have come into this structure level here. We've not come right down to the lows and tested it. So I can be a little bit more aggressive here with the entry, and all I need really is just a hold, which is what we got here. This candle, that was my entry. And we also have just a few pips higher here, the 7400 even handled number, and it's very likely on the 60-minute it might be looking like we're going to hold that. So complex pullback here, it does mean that if I bring back on the orders, that I'm playing for a retest of the highs here. And so just to confirm, the risk on this trade is 12 pips for a reward of 28. You can see now as well on the 15-minute time frame, we have just got a higher high, higher close, and that means that the 60-minute time frame is just closed as well. Let's have a look at that. And there you go, look at that. We have held that 7400 even handled number. And as we hopefully approach targets here, I'll start reducing down the risk on this trade. Certainly as we come up to this level, so I'll set an alert there. Okay, we're back, and I've now been stopped out here for 12 pips. There is a possibility of structure holding right down here, but that wasn't a favourable risk reward and didn't really meet my rules for this complex pullback. But what I'll do now is, if this does do this, I'll then get long on a head and shoulders.